Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play Intravenous 2. In the last episode, we started playing the game. We began following the occupation of Sean here, who is working as an assassin for a gentleman or an organization known as Empathetic. He takes contracts from that organization which detail in killing certain people whom he believes are best eliminated from society. Those, like, let's say, pedophiles, drug traffickers, stuff of that sort. Especially people, or I suppose only those, that the law themselves won't be able to touch. He's only also doing this to get paid so that this money can be spent on his father to help him deal with a surgery, or his father would end up going blind. We started playing the game in the last episode, and we eliminated a rather unsavory individual who kept getting away with scamming people, robbing them of their money, and we eliminated him successfully. We weren't even detected. That will definitely not be the case going forward. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and leave this gunsmith's place. We did cover guns and their upgrades briefly at the end of the last episode. Let's go ahead and see what awaits Sean now. I've known the gunsmith for a while, even before I became a killer for hire, though I had no idea he dealt in black market guns. Getting an unregistered weapon is not an easy feat, and if you're in this business, then you must have one such weapon if you don't wish forensics to trace the rifling on the bullets back to you. When he found out about my predicament, he got me my first piece free of charge. Seems he has a soft spot still. Steve's place. Meanwhile, May 3rd, 2053. Hey, I want to apologize for what happened when we were out last time. Are you serious? You almost killed 2 people and you're apologizing? Well, shit, what was I supposed to do? Ask those deadbeats to go away nicely? For starters, yes. You could have stopped yourself from getting into a fight with them. And even... You know what? Don't call me again. You're sick. Get some help. So much for reintegrating into society. Might as well go back to what I do best. Hey, friend. It's not working. Got anything I could help you with? Steve apparently is having a difficult time not killing people. And it seems to be an occupation that he at once had. This is not Sean. This is a different gentleman altogether. I believe he was the protagonist of the first Intravenous, though I did not play that game. Oh, would help if we grab the ammo as well, Tim. Not gonna kill very many people if you don't have additional bullets. He's got a nice place here. I guess the assassination business does pay well. Politician's house. Meanwhile, May 3rd, 2115. Doubt I'll run into any civilians. Just a bunch of bodyguards. I'm gonna put this guy out of his misery. We've already gone over weapons, and I already prepped myself with all the equipment I would like to use for this particular mission. I remember the mission well enough, viewer. We're gonna die like 30 times here. Mission 1, I will be surprised if we do it flawlessly. A reminder, we are playing this game on the true difficulty setting. It is not easy. While I have successfully completed some of these missions without being detected at all, and eliminating the targets and what have you, looting the place for the majority of what we can get, that's only after dying 60 or more times in a mission. And it's been months, so my timing is going to be off. Expect lots of failures. Anyway, we're going to go in with our Smith & Wesson 4575 sidearm, an HSR EMP, and a medkit. Hopefully, we will not need to use the medkit. If we have to use that, it's because fighting has started, and we have been shot, in which case, it becomes a great deal more difficult. We'll leave the third spot unequipped, and let's get going. If we fail, when we fail, we can always decide to change up our gear if we so desire. Alright, let's talk about a few things really quick. This is a window. He is looking through... we've seen windows before, but he will notice any movement about this distance from the window if you are crouched. If you're out here, he will notice you. So we can't just crouch past this guy. He's guarding this door. I guess we should maybe have started by exploring the hedge maze, but I somehow don't think that's going to get us into the buildings here. You can knock out people with your pistol. You're effectively whacking them with, like pistol whipping them with the C button. It does, I think, kill them, though, so I think that counts as a kill. I want to see if this guy notices the downed gentleman over here. If he doesn't, I am actually willing to save the game at this early stage of it. Let's make sure no one notices him gone. Now, enemies here, like this guy, for example, notice he's wearing a headset. He's armed with a radio, effectively, and will be checking up on people. If he spots us, he will radio in that he sees us, and all the other folks in the level might decide to rush in and investigate what is going on. We're going to stay here for a little bit and eye these gentlemen on patrol. Looks like that is a laundry room of some sort. I don't see anything worth robbing in the place. I remember still to do that by instinct. That is our EMP device. You point it at something, and just, it will deactivate it, and then our EMP has to recharge, and after a little bit, what we zapped will also then turn back on again. There's some money on that guy's desk. Wouldn't mind taking it, but it might be a bit risky to do so at the moment. I would like to see what's up here. Note that once you are prone, you cannot switch your weapon. Primary weapon over there, some sort of SMG or an Uzi or something, and some money in that room. We might be able to get to it without necessarily even having to do anything about this gentleman. No one's going to notice him missing, by the way, if we do knock him out. Even though he's on the radio, I don't think knocking out people on the radio will cause suspicion for other people. He's not technically, for some reason, linked to the radio network. I mean, he will call for help, and help will arrive if he calls in for it. But him going missing, no one will notice. It's a mini Uzi. If a fight does break out, now we'll be better armed for it. There's a pass key there. I don't know what door it unlocks, but they're almost always useful. Alright, I need to use the bathroom viewer, and this area looks like it's safe enough at the moment. I'm going to leave us here. I'll be right back. Sorry. Way too much soda. It looks like the guard to our south will not turn up here as part of his patrol. So we can go south ourselves when he stops and turns south. I want that money and that key card, but I don't see us getting at least the money without knocking that guy out. Although, to be fair, we can use a save. Hopefully this gentleman doesn't see us through the window. Wow. Okay, well he didn't notice. That key card would have gotten us through that door over there. So instead of knocking the one guard out, we could have... well, I guess we don't even need that key card then, do we? This is his house, and that's a politician that we're here to kill. The symbol in the upper right-hand corner means that we earned an extra save. Who the hell are you? How'd you get here? What do you want? Want to see what you've got to say before I put a bullet in you, freak? Freak? What the hell are you talking about? Spare me that clueless look. Child trafficking? You get off on that, you crank? What? Child trafficking? You got the wrong guy. I have no idea what you're talking about. Dave, you coming? Yeah, in a minute, sweetheart. Who's that? My wife. You got kids? Yeah, a son and a daughter. You love them? They're my world. I'd do anything for them. What do you do? I'm a politician. You gonna tell me more? What kind of question is that? If you're gonna shoot me, then do it already. Leave my kids alone. Dave, is something wrong? It's fine. Got a call from work. Gotta hash something out. Give me a minute. Alright, hon. This guy's clueless. Something's not right. I need to get out of here. Thankfully, he did not call anyone after we left the room. Alright, viewer. So, you've seen that we can whack people with our pistol. We can also use the pistol to break windows. It does make noise, so make sure that you're a decent way away from others when you go ahead and do so. Whenever you meet your target and kill them, or in this case, don't kill them, the game will save at that point for you as well. Precious metals, $300. This must be their daughter's room, I guess, or their room. Their bed? No, that's their bedroom over there. So it's supposed to be one of their kids. The daughter's room, I'm guessing. should have gone right then. I was a little too worried about the light. I tend to be a slow stealther, not a fast one, which is bad in certain games. Since if there's an opportunity, odds are I'm going to miss it. I don't know how to do this exit. I think when... yeah, here we go. Let's do it. Alright, we got seen, but but we didn't get hit. Right there at the very, very end. I'll take it. I'll take a good politician's house results. Now, to be fair, it's as long as you beat it, it's fine. It is perfectly fine however you earn it. That victory for this. And if you have to reload 1,000,000 times, that's still fine for this game at this difficulty. I am super glad to do a second one without failing horribly. Alright. Or rather, by failing horribly, I mean just reloading a bunch of times. Oh my goodness. We did it. Alright. Let's look at the summary. Knocked out... Oh, he's only knocked out as well, not killed. Okay. So we knocked out the guy with that pistol whip. We got spotted right at the very end. We got hurt probably at the very end. Aggression 1. I don't know what this means. I'm assuming this means that the number of times effectively we were seen and fired upon. Yeah, and for our knockouts, strangleholds, and what have you, we only did 1 melee strike on an enemy. Alright, I'll take it. Well done. Sean's Apartment, Part 2. May 3rd, 2205. A little later. I gotta sleep. I'll take care of this mess later. Remember that we've killed now 4 people, I think, total. This is the first one. This is the first one that we arrived at, saw, questioned, and then didn't kill. Hey, Sean. Who's this? I just wanted to congratulate you on a job well done. Huh? Quit playing stupid. You know what you did. Haven't you watched the news? Go on. Turn the TV on and have a look at your fantastic work. The victim has been given protective custody to prevent any third parties from inflicting any potential harm. Neither the victim nor the police understood the motives of the hired killer. The victim has been left in a state of shock, stating they speculate this was a move meant to impose terror. What do you want from me? I'm glad you asked. From now on, you'll do as we say. Pick up the phone when we call next time. And don't even think of going to the police. What good would that do for the both of us? You'd get arrested. Or what, you'll kill me? No. We have your dad. Shit, shit, shit! Lee! I need your help. I'm fucked. And but that explains a buzz about your last job. What did you do? I fucked up big time. Was supposed to whack this guy, but I backed out last minute. I couldn't. There's no way he deserved it. They have my dad. What? These fucking punks called me just now. They said they got my dad. Told me to wait for their call. I haven't got a clue what the fuck to do. Shit, man. That went fast. Okay, calm down. Calm? Fucking calm? They got my dad, man. Get a grip on yourself. Listen, I've seen similar shit happen before. I'll call you back soon, alright? I need to get to my place. Alright. Shit. Keep it together, kid. I'll call you back soon. What if they come for me next? Fuck, I need to get my gun. Shit, it's unloaded. Why is it not loaded? I need to load this thing. Fast. Gotta get ready. They could come for me next. Shit. Gotta calm down. Hello? You still in one piece? Yeah. Are your neighbors up right now? They're quiet. It's fine. You sure? Yes, there's no one with me. Alright. Just making sure. Listen. I've been keeping up to date with Empathetic and the jobs he gives out. You're not the first to fall victim to these punks. There's a pattern. Once in a while, when someone takes on a contract and fucks it up, something bad happens to them indirectly. Their parents, girl, or whomever else they hold dear is taken from them. They get told to follow the orders or else. That sound familiar? Yeah, to a T. There's this one gang I know that's tied to this whole thing. They're basically the muscle of these fucks. Get paid to kidnap people. How do you know this? I do my research. Gotta stay one step ahead of Empathetic to know exactly what I'm getting myself into with any one of these fucking jobs. Anyway, I think the head of these guys is the key to this thing. You get to him, maybe put your gun in his mouth, get him to talk, and you'll be one step closer to finding your dad. How are you so sure? I told you, kid. I do my homework. You should do yours. Would have saved you a heap of trouble. I did, but I couldn't find Jack on this guy. That's why I bailed. He looked clueless. Couldn't pull the trigger on him. Now with his wife and kids next door. Shit. Might have done the right thing. Yeah, my own expense. Well, don't waste any more time by waiting for those punks to do a number on your dad. Go get those thugs. Sending you the details on them. Good luck. Mob Corporate Front, May 4th, 10:57 p.m. Time to get back in the groove. Find the gang leader. Alright guys, so we're playing Steve at the moment. Can we take a look at what gear he's got? We're armed with a B&T VP9 and a MP5N. If we apparently leave with this weapon, we will unlock it for future runs and/or missions. Oh, and this weapon also has a alternate firing mode. How do I do that? I don't know. Sorry, this viewer. I don't remember alternate firing modes. I'm sure they were there before. Is it really the right mouse button? Doesn't feel like it is. Mouse aux 2. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh my goodness, viewer, I am so sorry. Hold on a second. What is my interact button now? Oh, viewer, I am sorry. Alright, hold on now. The switch fire mode should be... That's what it was. Okay, I gotcha. Is V being used? Cycle interaction back. I'm never going to press that. Actually, I might press it. Is X used? Slow-mo. I forgot that was even a thing I have. I'm going to go with down and hope that's the correct thing. I had... I think it was arrow down, though. I think I had nothing for climb. All right, let's, I'm good. Is G used by anything? Drop weapon. Middle mouse button? Viewer, I am very sorry about this. I really honestly am. All right, let's try this. Okay. I don't know if that's what I want. That's good, but we'll try it. Now, what is alternate firing modes, you're wondering? Look at the gun on the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Note the number of yellow bullets. The mode, at least for this gun, allows it to fire full auto, 3-round bursts, or single rounds. We'll stick with 3-round bursts for it. This weapon does not have one. Alright. Let's get started. Oh, and by the way, one more thing before we get going. You might remember I mentioned concealed weapons. In a mission like this, there is no reason to conceal your weapon. I think maybe you walk a little faster if it's concealed, but I don't actually think you do. So, in certain missions, not looking like a normal bloke will be useful, but in other missions, it ain't at all. If we're seen walking around here, we're fired upon, whether or not we have our weapon drawn. And I don't think it impacts our speed, nor our sound. We will keep it drawn. Let's get started. Seen the news lately? Someone held that politician Dave at gunpoint. Stop. Okay, so this is what I was afraid of. So the button I want to use for this is not actually set. So that needs to be E again. What is my old interact pick lock action? Is it that? I don't think that's it. Nope. This sucks. This sucks so much. What was pick lock then? I'll try it for climb. I don't think that's it, though. It is. If it was, we would have heard those guys talk about it. Can't keep shit like that under wraps. Some fun stuff's cooking up in the political scene, huh? Tell me about it. Hope the boss knows what he's doing. Breaker boxes can be used to turn off all the lights within a single place, like this, like that. Since Steve seems to not have many qualms about killing people, I will kill people with him, without too much worry. One thing I like about this game as well, among many things I like about this game, is the way that ammo works and reloading in this game. If you just hit R, you will discard the magazine that you have in the gun to swap in a new magazine. Oh, I wanted, actually, this gun with you. How can I drop? I want the other... Okay. Time is not paused, by the way, while we're doing that, so... That's a bit awkward. I'm hitting all the wrong keys. Alright, we get to do this again. I'm hitting shift to sprint, and you know what? And it's not working. Okay. That's my bad. Once combat starts, I really need to up my speed to get out of those locations much faster. To get out of the situations much quicker, move around much faster. You cannot stack bodies on top of each other. This guy will notice that his friend went missing. He might notice me here. I'm hoping he does not. We'll kill him too. As long as no one is around to hear it, doesn't matter how much sound you make. Kind of like a tree falling in the forest. That's how we got seen last time. He had been looking down here and noticed us. Well, so much for that. Man, is it ending quickly during fights. I'm getting myself punked. Alright, again. Something I get confused about is that some items that you interact with, or objects, use the E key, and others use the down key. Or what I have rebinded to down. Rebound to down, there we go. Actually, we should take that ammo. Oops, the ammo. I don't like where that guy was positioned. I didn't want to kill this guy right then. This is even worse spot now. Their timing's... I don't like the timing. He's gonna notice his friend is missing soon, I think. Wouldn't mind trying to get into another one of these rooms. There is some ammo there for a gun that looks like the one we're probably currently carrying, but I wouldn't mind exfiltrating with the gun we have, since we don't have it unlocked yet. This guy here, by the way, notice the weapons that they're equipped with. This guy's armed with some type of shotgun, I think, or a weapon like we currently have. holding with 2 hands, so it's probably a shotgun of some sort. Oh, okay. That noise means that someone has noticed a patrol gone missing, and now things are a little more dangerous. That's our objective. I'm going to clear out this gentleman, though. You are kidding me. We hit the light and not the target there. The light is not in the middle of the room. It is a ceiling light. Steve apparently really hates the light. We can, like, shoot this light, which is hanging from the ceiling, and it blocks our ability to shoot something on the other side of it, if I was aiming high. So I should have just kept the gun like this, and not aimed high. Oops, I had the wrong weapon in my hand. Let's, nope, that's the wrong thing to even load. Let's do this again. This time, we'll save it when we make it to that other, If we can kill the gentleman who walked away from the window that we stood up and fired upon, if we can make it that far, we'll save the game when we get in there. We should see if we can do something about, well, explore a little more, but we will have to leave this place after all. That's my way of saying that we can do that on the way back. I don't know if he's going to see us. I really do want to kill this guard before I save the game. We'll have to kill this guy too, though. Let's not do so. We'll just head in. Just you and me now, buddy. Gotta find the guy in charge. Fast. Well, we're gonna bring almost the same stuff. I guess we should bring a health kit. Oh, and we're bringing a mini Uzi with us. We've seen another weapon that we can potentially acquire, so we'll leave that behind and just bring our Smith and Wesson with us. No one's any the wiser now. Which is why the music's now no longer tense. Need the money stash key to open this. There's a vent here, and there's a vent there, so they're probably linked that way. Rugger MK4. Well, I'm not allowed to take any of this money? It must all be counterfeit then. We don't have that gun, but I kind of really like our Smith & Wesson, so I'd rather not swap over for that yet. We can come back for that gun, assuming I remember it's here. Oh, that gentleman will see us through that window if we go that way. remember that we have night vision goggles. Sean has some, Steve has some as well. Uh-oh. Someone's noticed someone else gone missing. He's gonna find the body very soon. Oh, it's another MP9. Okay. Or, okay, we already have this weapon, so I guess... Do we have the Remington over there? I wonder. We have this weapon already as well. Oh, they've found a dead body, is what's happening there. Not very Sean-like, killing a bunch of people, I suppose. No one's watching the cameras, which is why they're green. They're safe to pass by. That camera is being watched by someone. That gentleman. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's another MP5N. Okay, gotcha. Oh wait, no, this is a one of these was an assault rifle. want more money, of course. There's more cash there, too. This is where the target, was located. Looks like Steve decided to put an end to him. Uh-oh. Who the hell are you? I could ask you the same thing. What are you doing here? Me? Just taking out the trash. Why'd you kill him? Told you. Taking out the trash. Ah, shit. That was my only lead. What the fuck am I supposed to do now? Lead? What are you talking about? Some fucking punks kidnapped my dad and are blackmailing me into killing people. This guy was my only chance of getting any info on who they are. Hold on. Why do they have your dad? I don't know. Probably because I screwed up a job. What job? The name empathetic mean anything to you? Oh. Yeah, had a run-in with him. At gunpoint. At gunpoint? Wait, I've heard about you. You're that fucking guy. What's your name? Steve something. Threw up God knows how many mobs, yeah? Nah, you got the wrong guy. I'm nobody. Hey, guy, we might want to get the hell out of Dodge. Not safe here. You can tell me your story someplace more private. Let me look through his stuff first. Maybe there's something useful I could find. Holler when you're done. I can follow you, or I can hang back while you clear a path. Entirely up to you. I don't know you, but it's best that we act like a team. Don't want to catch a stray bullet while we're getting out of here. So you can't get behind here, but you're unable to search anything else this guy had. Steve killed him, and there's no other information about what happened to your father here. I would have gone for it right then. Now, the enemy AI won't enter this room. Not unless we let them know we are absolutely in this room. There is some money here. I wouldn't mind getting it, but I don't know if we have the key card to that. I haven't seen the key card anywhere else at the moment. Jesus Christ! You're fucked once I find you! Steve will automatically fire at enemies if he sees them, by the way. I want the gun we left behind, which I think was in a room down here somewhere. You can't, I think, tell Steve to switch to a different weapon either. Oops, sorry about that, Steve. Okay, I want the gun that's in there, but we don't have the key card for it. Where's gonna reload? We took a big hit there. We're doing so well maneuvering around these folks. That's a shame. Steve. You could have slipped past him right there. That's a shame. I don't know if Steve will come into a event with me. This way, Steve. I can't... he also blocks movement. A heads up, there is a little bit of collision detection with him. I want us in the complete darkness here so that, well, we won't be seen through that window. I would still like that gun. We're not going to leave without it. Wow, game right in front of me. We didn't fire at him for some reason. All this for a pistol that we're probably not going to use. But I want it. We're going to get it. Yeah, if Steve bites it... Oh, I didn't save the game. All right, if Steve bites it, that's also a game over. I don't know if we've unlocked the AR-15, so we're taking it. We're leaving with this weapon, too. Steve got his head blown off. Come on, Steve, you gotta run. Steve got his head blown off again. This might have been a bad spot to save the game. I'm saving it again. This is a tricky spot. I can't take the key card? Mini Uzi, we don't want that. Remington 870? We don't have this one. All right, this we're taking with us. Does this key card open this other door? It does not. Hold bash down. Need money stash key card to open this. Okay, well, we don't have it. And I haven't seen it anywhere. Steve? Oh, Steve, you're badly hurt. Can I heal you? I cannot. Alright, no wonder why he's dying immediately. He took a hit earlier somehow. Oh, somehow. From an enemy, obviously. Looking around for that key card. Courtyard key card. Still not the right one. He might have it on him, this guy. He did not. And that's every single enemy now dead. The music has changed. So where is that key card, viewer? Where is it? Let's see if we can find it. To my knowledge, every single door should have a associated key card with it. You can break windows, by the way, by punching them with your fists. But doing that will make it so that you you take damage upon doing so. He has the key card. That is really annoying. So he has the keycard to the other room, but he won't use it, so we're done. Alright then. Alright, well, we were used to the lower left, this time we were in the upper right. We went in there guns blazing and died quite a few times. We killed all the dudes, knocked out one person, spotted only 3 times for some reason. Got some decent amount of cash, and well done, I suppose. Let's continue. That's where I met him. Steve fucking Robbins in the flesh. Fate was kind to me. Couldn't have asked for a better partner. Rumors about him were all over the place in the underground. Rumors about him were all over in the underground. That he'd taken apart 3 drug peddling gangs single-handedly. With an ally like that, the assholes that kidnapped my father had no clue what was coming. That's assuming he wouldn't have blown my brains out. If they weren't lying, guys got a no bullshit moral compass. It was crucial I listened to him. Never thought I'd team up with the mob killer himself. Life works in mysterious ways. So speaking of working together, but having jack shit. You got any black market contacts? Yeah, though I haven't got much cash. You? No contacts. Got some cash, but it's not much, which means we'll have to grab what we need as we go along. You find the shit you want, you bring it back here. We pull our cash together. If we find anything valuable, we bring it back, sell it through your contacts, and spend it on whatever we need. Right now, though, you probably afford some basic guns, but nothing fancy. Right. Haven't got a clue what to look for, though. Can't imagine rummaging through goons' pockets for spare change, either. Well, you can, but it'd be chump change. Still, if we're gonna be going up against these fucks, then us beggars really can't be choosers. I bet the heads of those cocksuckers have got juicy compromising material and a dozen important people just waiting to be snatched. These fucks don't deserve anything less than blackmail. You find any laptops? Searching for sensitive info. Copy it on a data stick or something, bring it back, and then we'll see whether there are any bidders. Gems, gold bars, cash, grab those if you find any. An ounce of gold is nothing to sneeze at, yet weighs nothing. Find a gun worth taking? Bring it back. Come in handy. Anything else worth grabbing? Dope's pretty costly ever since you fucked over those mobs. No way. That powder cost me, my brother, and ruined my life. Don't want that shit anywhere near me. Got it? Alright, chill. I was just asking. If you're gonna bring that powdery shit, then the only use it'll get is me shoving it down the throats of the assholes responsible for making and distributing it. Oh, jeez, man. Talk about intensity. I'm a passionate guy. Or so when it comes to dealing with these crackheads. Fuck them. You ever think that maybe some of them haven't got a choice? Everyone has a choice. And theirs was to make money at the expense of the well-being and misery of others. Just like how I chose not to sit and do nothing. Those responsible for my brother's death were busy boozing, shooting up gunk, and laughing at the poor suckers they robbed. It might have screwed me up. I take comfort knowing there's less scum around now. Anyway, you want to brush up on your skills? I could train you. For a price. For a price? Yeah. I know, you're trying to save your dad. I can't cash in a thank you. What, couldn't get a job? You got that right. Been living off my savings for the last couple months, and as much as I'd like to indulge my inner altruism, I really can't afford to. So you pay me 1,000 per session, and I'll speed up your progress real nice. Whatever I'm fluid in, that is. Besides, you're a hired killer, and we've just met. As much as I want to help you, I've gotta be sure that I can trust you. You end up misusing my training for nothing more than hits? Well, I will at least have made some money. $1,000 for each session. Where the hell am I going to get such money? We'll be pawning off the stuff we find to the black market, remember? Just pay me with that. Deal? Sure, I guess. Alright, guys. We're going to do a handful of things before we wrap it up. How do I do the things I want to do? This is it. Okay, viewers, so the first thing we're going to do is something I did not realize we could do until I had spent about more than 20 hours in the game, and I'd played through it to the club, then I restarted, played through it to the club, we started over and over again. And that is training. I thought that so first off, yes, there are all these different skills that you have. The impact, basically like the reload time and accuracy for various types of weapons, the damage that you do with hand-to-hand weapons, how much weight you can carry, how stealthy you are, and how many hit points you have. These improve in the ways you would expect. Firing, for example, pistols will improve your combat with shotguns. Reloading them will improve your reloading with shotguns, for example. The same thing with sniper rifles and shotguns and what have you. You can pay Steve $1,000, and you will earn 300 experience points in whatever it is that you decided you wanted him to train you in. I think it's 300. You can also, though, spend experience that you earn, at the end of a mission. So you earn a little bit of experience points as you're playing, but you also get experience points at the end of each mission that you spend as well. We are earning, I'm guessing this is 250 at the end of each mission. And Steve has not gone on a mission yet, and he will earn experience that way too. Steve teaches Sean. Sean cannot teach Steve. So Sean can only improve these things by using them, or by spending the experience points he earns in between each mission. Now, how much money do we have? Is there a way for me to tell? I think if I talk to Steve, it might mention it to me. Hey, Sean. I don't want to spend $1,000 if I don't have to. So hold on, let's end the conversation. And we can go to our weapons locker. And this will tell me how much money we have. Somewhere up here. Where does it say? There we go. $7,500 is how much we have. So, I think, viewer, what we're going to do is this. At the end of each episode, assuming that we have been successful at the mission, which there is no guarantee that will happen. As you just saw, we died a whole lot in the second mission. Second mission? Yeah, second official mission. We may fail over and over and over again for like an hour and a half. And at the end of that, I'm gonna need a break so I don't get overly tilted. And then we'll come back and see how well we do in the next mission. But when we do complete a mission, this is gonna be one of the few times I think we do 2 missions in a row. We will do all the prep for the next mission on screen at the end, and then we'll cut. In the next mission, the beginning, we'll do story stuff for that mission, and then do the mission then. That will be the plan. So, let's go ahead and start with upgrading our gear. And of course, we might have to change how this works. Like, if we choose to do a certain mission, and it's like, oh wow, we want actually these items and equipment, we'll have to do a little bit of prep before we get going on the mission itself. So I do apologize for all the time that will be spent if that is the case. I will try to remember to put skip links in the video so you don't have to watch me prep before we do a mission. But here at the very end of the video, there's nothing really to skip. Like if this doesn't interest you what I'm spending money on or what I'm thinking about unlocking, by all means, just don't watch anything else. Not that you have to anyway. Thank you, viewer, as well, for showing up and watching what you did if you decide to leave right now. Otherwise, let's go ahead and upgrade a few guns, shall we? So, I like the idea that, and normally I do use Sean in a much more passive way. I will knock out guards, strangling them, or pistol whipping them, and I will only shoot guards with him if I must. The idea I get is that Sean's supposed to be kind of a stealthy, really doesn't want to kill anybody guy. Steve, though, is the opposite. Steve is a kill every single person he sees. He hates all of them. Preferably through stealth, but if necessary, through flat-out combat. And the missions I've played so far seem to really stress this is the way you played those characters. I get the impression you can use either of them, however, the opposite way if you wish, or murder everything that you see with both characters, but we will try to play them this way as best as I'm able to. So first off, we got this Rucker 4. Which looks like it does not do too much damage. A very small pistol, chambered in the 22 LR caliber. What it lacks in firepower, it makes up in low noise while suppressed. It doesn't do very much damage though, only 40, so it's not... We'd have to really tailor this to kill people. Like, it's gonna need quite a few upgrades. Like, it is a gun, so right, so it does kill people. But you really don't want more than like one... You don't want to spend more than one bullet firing a weapon to kill somebody. It's a precious second to fire the gun a second time, and you might miss a second shot. I think we're going to stick with the Smith & Wesson for Sean here. So, what else can we modify for this weapon? Let's see. First, I'm going to go to Manage Presets and clear that preset. Alright, so... I guess we can afford at least all sorts of basic upgrades for this weapon, since it's what we're going to be using. Or at least my intention is to use this for a little bit. So we have a threaded barrel. We could also get a better thread match barrel. It will only unlock for this weapon. But it has a minus 25% shot deviation and a plus 20% focus accuracy. So I think we will grab this for this gun. If I can. Can I not? Oh, I have to hit E. Right, okay, here we go. The suppressor works with I think, threaded barrels? So, it will work... This is a threaded match, so it will work with this. So we can still use our suppressor on it. We could move to a different type of suppressor, which means that we don't if combat breaks out, this is a better weapon to be firing because we're trying to fend off enemies. But as you've seen, we die really quickly once combat starts, and I tend to rely on the reload button more than a plus 20% turn accuracy by buying the suppressor. So we're going to stick with this particular suppressor for us. This one is actually really interesting because it's basically is a silent kill. It's the noise reduction is even greater, which is amazing, but you get one shot and the damage I think is lowered on the is it that lowered? You get only one shot, and then you have to actually slide in the next bullet via a way I'm not like you rack slide it, I think is what it's called. And I've never seen a gun do that before. Like, it was my first time ever witnessing this occur in a game, at the very least. And wow, it makes it really difficult to use if you need to fire more than once. In fact, you won't fire more than once before the enemy rolls around if you miss to shoot you in the face or what have you, and alert everybody. So we won't be using this time around. We did not find a blueprint for either trigger. We did not find the trigger group blueprint. We had the magwell. I tend not to buy the extended magazine for at least for many of my weapons, or rather my pistols. The pistols tend to be the silence weapons I'm using in a mission, and that means I shouldn't be needing more than a handful of shots. Even when crap hits the fan, I will still tend to prefer my shotguns or machine guns at that point, rather than taking out my silenced pistol and use it. Or I'll rely on a different gun, a different pistol we might have found, or an enemies that we pick up. So I will not buy the extended magazine for this gun. We could get an IR. Sorry, we could get a laser pointer. I'm not sure what I want. We'll skip it. We already had the custom grip. Alright, so that's all the upgrades for that gun. At least at the moment. I guess we should buy one of these. I'll take the... it's 600 bucks. Not yet. Do we want to consider a primary weapon for Sean? I don't think so. No, we will not do so. Not at this moment. As for our secondaries... I guess just what we're taking at the moment will be fine. Could bring a taser with us. And then... oh. I've already gotten used to our medkit being 4. Gadget 3 will be the taser then. Okay, we can always drop something if we don't want to carry it around with us anymore. Okay, so... Oh, you know, I never noticed these before. Interesting. You can... They have filters. Sorry about that. I never saw them. We'll stick with using just a Kelver vest as well for him. But now, what we should also... I want to save a preset with this. Whatchamacallit, Steve also has that one pistol of his. The B&T VP9. We might as well grab all the upgrades for it as well. So we'll take the glow sights, no reason not to. It's a flat upgrade in every way for the gun. Again, this barrel upgrade has no penalties to it. We'll take it. Bolt assembly, no penalties. We'll take it. We have yet to find the trigger. I don't want an extended magazine. Do we want a laser pointer? I will grab a IR laser pointer with this weapon. Now, what is the shot noise on this is only 27 meters as opposed to twice that with the Smith & Wesson. It's probably the only weapon I would consider getting an extended magazine with, now that I think about it. Because it only has, I think, 6 shots normally. No, not at this stage in the game. When we send out Steve, we're going to be doing actually quite a bit of combat. Oh, but I'm sorry, viewer. Right now I'm just doing weapon upgrades. The person who we're equipping is whoever goes on the next mission. We won't find that out until we take the next mission. So I should not really care very much about the gadgets, other than possibly wanting to unlock something now. So let's grab a frag grenade. Left-clicking unlocks it immediately, by the way. The same thing with guns that you see available here. No pressing E to unlock it there for an upgrade. So be careful, basically. That's my way of saying be careful if you just click on something. You just spend a lot of money that you potentially didn't want to spend. And this is especially true for weapons. And I guess everything else I'm okay with at this moment. Just in case it is going to be Sean that we send out, though, we'll take the Smith & Wesson 4575. It probably should actually be the B&T that we take with him, if I am going to kill somebody. But this is... No, we'll stick with that. I'm beginning to ramble a bit. Sorry, viewer. Let's continue to grab the EMP. And we'll also grab a medkit, and that will do. Alright, the game, I think, wants us to do the tutorial... It wants us to do the... Oh, you know what? I can do this off-screen, viewer. It wants us to run through the obstacle course here, but I'll just do it off-screen. And so, that's it. So thank you guys for watching this episode. We come back, we'll figure out what we're doing about Sean's father. And I will see you guys then. Take care, everyone.